got these canvas magnets from the craft store, and I really wanted to turn them into some maximalist magnets, like childhood threw up. That's the inspiration for today. To start it off, I took some Mod Podge and a paintbrush, and I just painted the glue all over the canvas magnet. Then I took some lime paper that was cut into a circle, and I just placed it on top of it. After it was all glued down, I took my scissors and I just trimmed off the extra paper, and this was very satisfying. I didn't want the background just to be lined paper, so I took some highlighters, specifically the screen one, and I did some lines crisscrossing. And then I took some of these, I forgot what they're called, the Papermate pens in this like dark purple and this light purple, and I did like alternating lines, if that makes sense. So it's like this cool like picnic blanket pattern, if that makes sense. I like how it looks. I've done it on a few cards before. I like it a lot. Although it kind of was difficult to draw on the canvas stuff because it was really bumpy. For the main focal point of this magnet, I decided to make a cat clown, and so now I'm just shaping out the head with some white polymer clay, and this is how I make all of my cat head. You just flatten out a ball and to make it like an oval shape, and then you use a blade and you cut out, I don't know how to explain it. You can just watch because that's what the video's for. But I do that cut, and then I like roll out the ears so they're like less sharp and they're more rounded, and so they more look like cat ears. Since I'm working with white clay and you can see the dust, I just took a Q-tip and some rubbing alcohol and I cleaned the surface. For the face, I rolled out a thin log of some black polymer clay. And then I took one of the face noodles and I put it on the face as well as the other one. And for the nose, I used some red clay and I just put it in the middle because it's a clown nose and it's supposed to be a clown cat. At this point, I realized the entire mouth and nose took up like the whole center of the face, and so I decided to put both eyes on the opposite side of the nose. And at first I thought it was like really ugly, but after staring at it a while, I was like, it's kind of cute and I really don't want to redo it. I also added some triangle pieces above and under each eye. I'm not really sure why. I think it was just another detail to add, and I've seen it on clowns before, but I thought it was pretty cute. And I also off camera added like the inside ear bits. I was kind of going back and forth whether to add them, but in the end I decided to, and I'm glad I did. My favorite part was adding the blush, and I just did this by scraping off some chalk pastels and using a fluffy brush and just blotting it on the cheeks. To make the head stand out more against the background I made earlier, I just did an outline with some black clay. Okay, so this is the next fun part of this project. Since it's a mixed media piece, I'm taking some felt and I'm cutting out a cute little clown hat. And then for the clown collar, I'm just using this dark blue felt and I'm making it like wavy, or it's like scalloped, I guess. That's probably the right term, and I'm cutting the felt to be scalloped. I did use the cat clown head as a reference to make sure that the collar thing fit correctly and it didn't look too big or too small. Then I attached everything on with some hot glue, and listen, I placed everything on before so I knew how I wanted it to look. I wanted it to be in the center, but when I finished gluing it all, it was lopsided and it was like on one side, it wasn't in the middle, and I was like really mad about it because I was kind of like, what the heck? But then I realized I'll have more room to add little things. Basically, my mistake looks cooler than what I originally intended, and I think it's cute. So here are all of the things I'm going to add in the background, and I just took it all from my collection of things that I have in my crafty art stash, I guess. Yeah, so then I just attach everything on with super glue, and if you do this, please be careful because at the end of it my fingers were covered in super glue, and they still kind of are, and I've been picking at it all day. But yeah, this is what it looks like so far. I did add stickers already on there, so I didn't need to glue those down. I also really like the idea of adding the letter beads to it. I did like have a crisis on like what word to use, but I settled with silly because clowns are silly and I had all the letters for it, so it fit perfectly, so it kind of made sense. It did make sense. But yeah, I had really fun coming up with all of the pieces to put on there, and it was really fun, and I kind of wish I recorded it, but honestly it was also fun to come up with ideas off camera, so I didn't have to worry about an iPad being in my way or it falling down and messing up the pattern and the order I did things in. I did think that it was a bit too empty towards the end, so then off camera I added more things to it, like some glitter, some like leftover diamond bead stuff. I also added some glitter pieces as well as some beads. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!